Welcome to the FOQUS usage guide, and for this video we will show you how to perform optimization under uncertainty using the optimization tab instead of the OUU tab. And for this video we will use the same example that we used in our previous video on how to perform optimization in FOQUS, and the link for this video is provided in the description down below. So to start it off, we need to go to our optimization tab, and for this example let us suppose that the variable A is our uncertain parameter. So therefore we will set this under type as sample, while variable B is a constant variable, so we'll keep this as fixed, and variables x and y are still our decision variables, just like the previous example. So the only thing that changes is the variable A is now a sample instead of a fixed variable. So we go to our samples and we add samples to represent the different realizations of our uncertain parameter for our optimization under uncertainty problem. So let's add 5 samples by clicking this add sample button 5 times. Afterwards, let's type in the value of the samples, or the different values that A can assume. So let's type in -10, -5, 0, 5, and 10. Afterwards, for our objective function, we need to modify it slightly. So because for performing optimization under uncertainty, many people are interested, or we are interested in getting the expected value for our objective function. So what we need to do is type in a summation of the value of the objective function across different scenarios, or the different realizations of our uncertain parameter, and divide it by the length or the number of scenarios that we have. So this is what this objective function does. So we need to type in sum, and then we have a parentheses, and in order to make optimization under uncertainty work in the optimization tab, we need to have a dummy variable. So this ff is a dummy variable, and then we follow it with a dot, and then my node is the name of our node that we have in our flow sheet. We follow by another dot, and then we type in the name of our variable that we want to optimize, which is z. So in this case, because we're interested in minimizing the value of z for our optimization, we type this code in, and then we also need to type in for ff the dummy variable in f, which is the output variable. We close the parentheses, then we divide it by the length, or the length of f, or the number of scenarios that we have. And the values that we set in our previous example is fine, but unfortunately in this case we needed to delete our constraints. And as a reminder, to delete the constraint, all we need to do is select the constraint that we have and click this minus button. And the reason why we needed to delete this constraint, because unfortunately with the current setup that in FOQUS that we have, we cannot add constraint when performing optimization under uncertainty using the optimization tab. But we will fix that. So the next thing we need to do is go to our solver, and the previous setup that we had is fine. So we go to our Run tab, and we click Start, and the optimization under uncertainty problem is successful, so where we find the minimum value. And if the user is interested in analyzing these results further, we can always go to our flow sheet, click on the table here, and go to Menu, Export, and then copy data to clipboard. And we go to Excel and paste it. And let's make all these cells wider. And let's freeze the pane. And we go to our results. So we can delete these. So these are the results that we have from our previous optimization under uncertainty. So we have 85 runs, which is what was reported by FOQUS. And so we have the values of A and B here, A and B. So A assumes different value for different scenarios, while the value of B is constant, while the values of X and Y are being varied in order to optimize the problem. And this is the value of Z, and if the user is interested in figuring out the expected value, so we need to type in the code in Excel in order to compute the average value of Z for the 5 scenarios for each iteration. However, writing up this code in Excel is outside the scope of this video, and therefore I will conclude this video at this point. And So this concludes the tutorial regarding how to perform optimization under uncertainty in FOQUS using the optimization tab. And thank you for watching.